everyone, welcome back to Joy Beauty. If it's your first time here, you're highly welcome. My name is Joy. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to what the Lagos State Governor was saying in Channels TV. I watched the interview, or I watched his speech. Would I say speech, or would I say, well, I don't know. But I'm going to react to what he was saying, because it's like this man doesn't even understand what is happening in Lagos. First of all, let me even start from number one. He said that the people who were protesting for their human rights was told to stop, and they refused to stop, that there was no leader to talk to, and that is why you sent the army. That's aside. Secondly, you said you have no control over the military. A governor does not have control over the military. You don't have control over the military, but you have power to start investigating, because you said you've set a panel to start investigating. I don't understand how you don't have power to control them. You don't have power to tell them what to do and what not to do, but you have the power to investigate them. Does it make sense? I don't understand how the Nigerian constitution works, but you can't tell me that as a governor, you don't know that the military were going there on Tuesday with arms. You don't know that the military were going there on Tuesday to go and attack the protesters. Secondly, you said there was no death, that it was just injury. Mr. Governor, do you live in Lagos State? Let me tell you, even though you sent whoever that you sent, because I'm saying you sent because you are the governor. You are the number one person in Lagos State, if you don't understand. So you cannot come and be telling people like me and others and the whole world that you don't know, you don't have control over the military. So who are the people, or who is the person that sent the military there? If it's not you, if it's not Buhari, if it's not the army general, so who is the person? Oh, so the military just decided to go there and start firing, releasing fire just like that. This country, I can't believe this. This Nigeria is very funny. Secondly, I'm going to be taking your word to word. I'm not going to be saying, I'm not even going to play this video here, because I don't want Channels TV. I'll try and put a link to the video. If you want to go and watch it on my description box, I'll try and put the link there so that you can go and watch the full video. You can go and watch Nigerian Lagos State Governor speaking, telling us that the protesters, people who are protesting, refuse to listen to them, that they should stop. That they should stop protesting. That is why they decided to send the military. Mind you, the CTC camera in that Lekki toll gate was switched off, was disconnected. So there was no CTC camera. And again, they decided to off the street lights, because they know people are holding phone, that people can video. So they off the street light, because if you're videoing with your phone without the light, you're not going to get. And moreover, when you're running for your life, how can you even video? They were just shooting directly at them. So it's obvious that everybody was running for their life. But one thing you forgot, Mr. Governor, is that there was eyewitness. There was people who were there. People died at a spot. In short, let's just put this thing straight, because I don't understand this. Okay, let's just put this as a layman. Are you telling me that a military will just leave the barracks without somebody giving them orders? That's number one. Number two, have you ever heard of where the military go to the street and start releasing fire, and there's no death, there's no casualty, only injuries in the hospital? And you said you went to the mortuary, you went to the hospital. When last did you visit the hospital? You're just going there with your camera, doing formality. Mr. Governor, you said you understand the people, you feel for them, you know their pain. You don't understand them. You don't feel their pain. You never feel their pain. Anybody who is a politician in Nigeria is not from a poor family. That is number one. Number two, if I'm not mistaken, your children are schooling abroad, or you have schooled abroad before. So this is like generation is from rich to rich to rich that are politicians. You cannot just be a poor man and tomorrow you're a politician. It's very hard in Nigeria. You must be, your father must be a politician to, you know, or married to, they have this connection. You say you're feeling their pain, you understand their pain. How can you tell me you understand the pain when you have youths in Lagos there who have not been able to get job for 5 years, and there's no provision for them. There is no benefit. There's nothing like welfare out there to support them. They're left on their own, running around. Some of them have decided to join crime. As I'm talking to you now, Burna Boy's house is on fire. It's burning. Some hoodlums went there and set the house on fire because he has been speaking the truth, because he has been saying the truth, because all these musicians has kept quiet for so many years. Now you people are disappointed because you're saying the truth and you're going after them. And all this, your thoughts, all these guys that you pay money, you politicians, you are the people paying them money, sending them there to go and burn their houses. You're saying you don't know anything about the military. You have no control on the military. A governor, you don't have control on the military. And you're saying because people who are protesting for their right was told to stop, they refused to stop. So you're kind of saying that that's their punishment. That what they got is because they were not listening. Because they were not listening. You say you understand their pain. Have you ever been to Makoko, where people live? People live under the sea. The water, very, very dirty. Have you ever been to Makoko, Mr. Governor? Do you have any social house for Nigerians when they are homeless? Do you have any place where Nigerians will go and feed themselves if they're hungry, if they're jobless? Do you have any welfare in Nigeria? Mr. Governor, you say you feel their pain. You feel their pain. What provision do you have for youth who have left university for 4 or 5 years without job? What do you have for them? What do you give them to support them? You say you can feel their pain. What do you give? What provision do you have for widows who cannot feed their children after their husband has died or after they lost their husband? What provision do you have for them? What provision do you have for the poor man out there who cannot feed his family 3 square meals a day? What provision do you have for them? What provision do you have for government school? The children in government school, there's no free food. What provision do you have for the children in government school who don't have book and pen or pen and paper to write? They don't even have chair to sit. Some of the government school, when there is rain, the rain is falling on them. The roof has gone down. The building it has gone beyond repair. As in, it's even dangerous for the children to sit in that class. But because they have no other way going, they sit in that class. So what provision do you have for them? And what have you done about it? You and other governors. I'm talking to you and other governors. You say you can feel their pain. You feel their pain. You understand their pain. Have you ever been hungry, Mr. Governor? Have you ever stayed and you're looking for 1 square meal a day? You can't afford 1 square meal a day. Mr. Governor, have you ever run for your life? Have you ever been threatened? Have you ever... You say you can feel the pain of the youth. That's just a word coming out from your mouth. You cannot feel no pain. Because as far as I'm concerned, you don't know what it feels when you don't have human rights. As I'm talking to you, Mr. Governor, where is your children that Tuesday? They were in your government house. So you're telling the whole world that you don't know anything about the military and you have no control over the military. So who is in control? Who is the person or who ordered the military to go to Lekki toll gate and start releasing fire on the protesters? Who sent them? You denying. Buhari is denying. Tinubu is denying. Everybody is denying. So who sent them? Did the soldier just sit down and decided to go there on their own, Mr. Governor? You don't have power. You don't have control over the military. But you have the power to start up a investigation. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense? The same power you have to start investigation, you don't have that power to tell the military what to do or what not to do. I don't understand this. For some of you who know about Nigerian constitution, I don't know much about it. I'm not a politician and I don't like politics. But one thing I know is that I will not say the truth and I will not speak the truth. You politicians are all liars, deceivers. Even possible, you people are thieves. You can send army to go and start shooting on people who are protesting for their human rights. But you cannot send army to go and take care of the hoodlums, the thugs, the bad boys. They are looting properties, destroying properties, burning properties, raping women. You said it in that video that there's cases of rape. You cannot send the army to go and take care of that. You cannot send the army to go and take control of the security of Lagos State. But you can send army to go for the people who are fighting for their human rights. The police and the army is only used when people are fighting for their human rights. But when it comes to security, they don't do anything. What are you doing? You're telling the protesters that they have to stop before you can do something. Do they stop you people from doing anything? The people who are looting the properties, destroying houses, burning properties, were sent by some of your politicians. If possible, you are involved. You know about it. So don't tell me you don't know about it. And you're saying you have the youth in heart. You know their pain. You know what they feel. You don't know their pain. Do you have any of your family that doesn't have a job, Mr. Governor? Do you have any of your family that cannot afford 3 square meals a day? Do you have any of your family who cannot afford to send his child or her child to a private school? Do you have any of your family who cannot afford to send their child to a private school because the government school is not good enough? There is no chair for the children to sit and even write and read. The roof has fallen off. When it's raining, it rains on top of them. The building has collapsed. The school, the government school, is nothing to write home about. So people have resorted to private school. That's the only place they can send their children. And these private schools are so expensive. The cheapest you can get in Lagos is from 80,000 to 70,000 or even 200, 300,000 Nigerian money for a primary school. Not to talk of the secondary school, because there's no government school that is good enough for people to send their children. And the governor, you're telling me you can feel their pain. How do you feel their pain? Do you have any welfare for people who cannot afford to feed themselves 3 square meals? Do you have any plan for families who are in low income? Means family who are in low income, family who are struggling. What arrangements do you have for the youth? And how have you been helping the youth who cannot find job for 4 or 5 years, looking for job, unless they have connection, unless you know who to get a job? How can you tell me you feel the pain? Have you ever looked for a job, Mr. Governor? Are you from a poor family? How can you tell me you understand the pain when you've never been poor? Your family is not poor. You've never suffered for anything. You've never struggled for anything. I'm sure that your generation has been rich, because all politicians, they come from rich home. I've never seen a man that is poor and become a politician in Nigeria, or become a governor, or even president. It's very rare. Maybe somebody needs to let me know in the comment section, because all of you are from my papa, my mama, my ex-governor's son. Next, you want to leave now, you want to put your cousin son or your cousin, you know how you people do it. You say you understand the youth's pain. You don't understand anything. And come to think about it, why are you lying? The CTC camera in that Lekki toll gate was switched off, disconnected. The street lights was off, switched off. All these things were done because you people were trying to stop any evidence. But one thing you forget is that there's going to be eyewitness. And the eyewitness that was in that place where the incident happened said people died at the spot. But you're coming to national television telling people that there was no casualty, that there was no death. Why the eyewitnesses that was there said people died at the spot? My people, whoever is watching this video, between me and you, let's speak the truth. Have you ever heard of the military leaving the barracks without a governor of the state knowing? If possible, without the president of the country knowing? Have you heard of military going to a place, releasing fire on people, and there's no casualty and there's no death? When I mean fire, I mean directly to them. uncontrolled. I don't want to show some of the footage here or the video here, because I don't want YouTube to flag this video. But have you ever heard of the military leaving their barracks with full arm, going to where they have people, whether they are protesting or maybe let's just say where they have a lot of people, firing at them, and there's no death? Have you ever heard of that? But the governor of Lagos State is telling us that there was no death, there was no casualty, it was just minor injury. That is what he's telling the whole world, that he has gone to the mortuary. Why did you go to the mortuary if there's no death? You went to check if there's death there. Okay, let's say that. Then you went to the hospital. When last did you go to visit the hospital? That hospital that you visit, when you are sick, do you go there for treatment? Do you go there for treatment, Mr. Governor? You don't go there for treatment. You don't have social house for people. Lagos State has a lot of land, but you don't have affordable house for people with low income, family with low income. There's no social house in Lagos or in anywhere in Nigeria. But you're telling the youth you can feel their pain. You can feel their pain. Governor, have you ever stayed or graduate from university for 5 years? You couldn't get a job, Mr. Governor. Why I'm making this video is that you're telling the whole world that there is no casualty, there was no death, and you don't have control over the army, but you have control to set a panel. Thirdly, you're saying that you have the youth in heart. You know their problem, you feel their problem. How can you feel their problem when you've never been hungry? When you're sick, you just travel abroad. When you've never been jobless. Have you been to Makoko before, the governor? Have you seen the situation, the environment of where people are living? Have you been there before? Have you been to some places in Lagos where there is flood? Some people, oh God. How can you tell me you feel their pain? You have them in heart. You know what they are going through. How can you know what they are going through when you've never been hungry? 50% or 60% of Nigerians cannot feed 3 square meals a day and pay their rent. The rent in Nigeria is so high. Some of them, their salary is as low as nothing. You feel the pain. How can you feel their pain when you're paying a sergeant 53,000? Do you know how much that is in pounds? And you expect that sergeant to pay his house rent, send his children to primary school, secondary school if you have one, and also pay his transport to work, and make a living out of 53,000 naira. And you're saying you feel their pain. But are you telling me that as the governor of Lagos State, before that interview, you didn't know, you have no clue of who made that order or who sent the army there? Let's just say you are not the one. Let's just, benefit of doubt, you're not the one. So, but you're not the one and you don't know who sent them. And that's why you start an investigation. They tell you they're investigating in Nigeria. Just forget about it. You cannot tell me you're investigating a governor. Or you're telling me even now you don't know who sent them. A governor, a state that you are in control of. I don't get it. Because as I'm talking to you now, the army is not going after the hoodlums. The army is not going after the criminals. But the army is going after people who are just protesting for their human rights. And you say you don't know about it. You don't have control about it. You don't know about it. The governor, you say you don't know about it. As I'm talking to you now, guys, there's people who have lost their life. Family have lost their son, their daughters. But the governor is saying that there's no death. There's no casualty. Only minor injury. Eyewitnesses. I've seen videos on Facebook, on Instagram, which has been removed now. They've removed it. And this same governor is telling us that there's no casualty. Telling the international government that there's no casualty. There's no death. I don't know. I don't know. Because I can't believe that a man that is as old as you can be lying. That is asikaraka. In Igbo land, it's called asikaraka, a lie that is very, very mature. If you can come to a national television and you're telling the whole world that you don't know anything about it, and there's no casualty and there's no death, it's just minor injury, and some of them are recovering. My God. To be honest, I don't know when this is going to end. I don't know when this is going to stop. I don't know. But all I know is that God will have mercy on Nigeria. God will come and rescue us from all these criminals, from all these corrupt politicians that are liars, criminals. They pay the hoodlums, they pay the thugs to go after innocent people, looting their property, destroying, stealing from them, if possible, raping them, taking advantage of them. And the governor of Lagos State is saying that he does not know anything about it. It's so bad. I'm going to stand for the truth, and I'm going to always speak the truth. I'm not afraid. I used to be afraid, but not anymore. Mr. Governor, you are not capable of ruling Lagos State. If you don't have control over the military, you don't have control over them, and you cannot protect Lagosians, you cannot protect them, protect their property. A lot of them have lost their life from the hoodlums and the thugs, and you can't protect them. You cannot send the military to go there and protect them. You cannot send the police to go there and protect them. But you're coming to national television and saying people have lost their life. People have done. Did you send any security to go there and protect them? No. Rather, the little CTC camera that is in Tollgate, you send people to go and disconnect it because you people have your plan. Your plan. But one thing you forgot is that there's going to be eyewitness. One thing you people forgot is that the army cannot kill everybody there. There's going to be people who are going to see what happened. And there's eyewitness there. And there are people who lost their loved ones, who are crying even as I'm talking to you now. So you can come to the television and fool the international people who are not there, who are not Nigerians, but you cannot fool everybody. So please, you and Buhari and all the corrupt politicians, resign. Resign. I think it's better that we don't have governors or presidents in Nigeria. Maybe it will be better, because you guys are making Nigeria worse. Let me tell you what you people don't know. As all this is going on, who do you expect to come to Nigeria and invest? Who is coming to Nigeria to invest? In a country where there's no light, no security? Number one, anybody that is coming to invest, we consider security first, light first, human resources first. We have human resources. We have people who are very, very educated. But at the end of the day, there's no security. There's no light. Generator everywhere. Polluted air. If you go to Nigeria, you're not going to hear word because of the noise of generator. So who do you expect to come to Nigeria and invest? Secondly, who do you expect to come to Nigeria on holiday if it's not somebody who is married to a white woman or married to a white man? Who will just wake up like this? Oyibo man, let's just say Oyibo man, will just wake up and say, I want to go on holiday. And he buys a ticket that is Nigeria for tourists. Who do you think is going to come there for holiday? After all these things that you people are doing, attacking the honest, attacking the innocent protesters, people who are protesting for their human rights. Who do you think will come to a country where there's no human rights for holiday? And who do you think, which company do you think that will come to Nigeria and invest in a country where there's no human rights, where there's no security? You people are showing yourself one by one. Already it has shown that you're not competent. You're not competent, because if you are competent, you'll be able to give account of what is happening in your state, where you are the governor, where you are the #1 citizen, and you're saying you don't know anything about it, and you don't have control over it. Between me and you, let's look at ourselves. You're telling the whole world that the military that open fire on people, there's no casualty, there's no death. Look at me very well. I'm an Igbo girl, grow up in Hausa land. You're telling me that the military people were just doing bo 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 bo, nobody died. They are attacking now. They've diverted their attack now to all the celebrities who are protesting as well, burning their houses, going after them. As I'm talking to you now, Burna Boy house has burned down. It's on fire. It's still burning. I don't know whether it's burned down completely, because he's been protesting, and they're going after other people because these guys are protesting for their human rights. So who sent the people going there to burn the house? Guys, this is all I have to say, but I'm going to leave this question to all of you. Do you think the governor is saying the truth? Do you think the Lagos State governor is capable or competent to rule Lagos State? Do you think so? Do you think so? Do you think the Lagos State governor has the youth in heart? Do you think the Lagos State governor understands the youth? Do you think the Lagos State governor feel what you're feeling? I don't think so. So let me know in the comment section what you think. If you think the Lagos State governor is feeling what you're feeling, understand you very well, or somebody who has never been hungry all his life, somebody who has never begged for food to eat, because there are people who are begging for food to eat in Nigeria who cannot afford 3 square meals a day. Family who live less than £1 a day. As I'm talking to you, they are in Nigeria. The poverty is to the highest level. Please do not forget, hashtag #EndSARS, hashtag we need human rights in Nigeria, hashtag end police brutality, hashtag all corrupt politicians must go. So I'm going to leave you all here. I'm going to say, for some of you who came to my channel because of beauty, makeup and all that, I'm very sorry. Maybe you people thinking I'm diverting. I'm not diverting my channel. My channel is still going to be on showing you how to do that beautiful makeup and lifestyle, blogs, all of that. But let the truth be said. I cannot see the truth and keep quiet. I cannot see human being like me being abused, being brutalized, and I keep quiet. That will not be fair of me. So that is why I'm bringing this here to you people, to tell you what is happening in Nigeria and see what the governor of Lagos State is saying. I'm going to put the link to the video on my description box. You can go there and watch his interview, what he's saying. And also I'm going to put a link on where you can sign a petition, because we want all these presidents and governors to stop coming to abroad for treatment. They should build an hospital where they can go for treatment. If they cannot build a hospital where they will go for treatment, they should stop coming to abroad for treatment. Stop coming to abroad for their excess shopping. Some of them come abroad for shopping. Their wife come here for shopping. Just shopping. They come here for shopping. They come here to spend our money, spend the government money that they're supposed to use to build the road, build hospital, and build good school. They come here and use it to shop designer things, designer watch. So please help me sign that petition. I'm going to put the link in the description box. So please do not forget to go to the description box and sign it, and write a comment down there. I want to know your opinion. What do you think about this? What do you think about what is happening in Nigeria? What do you think about what the governor is saying? Is he saying the truth? Please let me know in the comment section. And do not forget to thumbs up this video. I love you all, and I will see you in another one. Bye bye.